Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is a review on the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 Foundation Plus Concealer. This is a medium to full coverage foundation. It is lightweight, it's got an oil-free formula, it is long wearing, water resistant and sweat proof. I've got it in the shade Sand Beige. It has the perfect yellow undertone for my skin, and for reference I'm a MAC NC42. When I checked online to decide what shade I should get, there were loads of people recommending or having bought the number 7. But when I looked at some swatches, it looked a little bit more pink in undertone as opposed to number 6. And this foundation does oxidize. So I went with number 6, which on first application is a bit light for me, but after about 45 minutes, it does oxidize to the right shade. So if you're looking to get this, then I would recommend getting a shade down because it does oxidize, well at least it does on my skin. It is medium to medium full coverage. For me, it doesn't completely cover my freckles, but it is good enough coverage. It covers everything else. I do like something like the Sensual Skin Enhancer by Kevyn Aucoin for me is full coverage, or the Mehron foundation that does cover my freckles. So for me this is not 100% full coverage, but I do like the coverage on it. It does feel lightweight. I have got it on today and it doesn't feel like it's going to crack when I'm talking or smiling. So yeah, it does feel lightweight. I can't really tell that I'm wearing foundation. And for the coverage that it gives, that is actually a really good thing. It is oil-free and it does give a very matte finish. Now, I don't like matte finish formulas, so I tend to mix this with an illuminator or some moisturizer. Today I've got it mixed in with the 17 Skin Glow, which is called the Liquid Glow, which is a coppery bronzy colour. And I've just mixed, I had to use about 3 pumps of this today with a couple of pumps of this. And I used it with this oval brush. I have applied this foundation with a sponge, a buffing brush, the Real Techniques buffing brush, and this oval foundation brush. For me, the best application was with the buffing brush. Now, it is a very thick formula, so it's a lot easier to apply with a beauty blender, but because I mix it in with the illuminator, the buffing brush works best. When I use this on its own, I actually did have to use it with a damp beauty blender just to blend it out easily, and for it not to look cakey. I've worn it with a primer and without a primer. Now for my skin, it's not great with a primer. I do need a primer on the center part of my face, which is a little bit oily, but for the rest of my skin, if I do wear a primer, this doesn't sink in, it sits on top and it looks really, really unnatural. But without a primer, it applies beautifully. It's not patchy, it's not streaky, it applies evenly, it blends out evenly, and it still lasts for a good 11 hours. I actually took it off before it had even begun to fade. And on that day, when I wore it on for that amount of time, I was actually running around. So it is sweat proof, it is water resistant. It does break apart around my nose area where I am oily. Especially if I haven't worn a primer. If I've worn a primer, it will last for about 10 to 11 hours before I can see it sort of fading around my nose. But that's really good for a foundation. With a primer, it does last for that good 11 hours. For me, the best result I get with this is when I mix it with an illuminator, because it gives me a more demi-matte to dewy finish. Now I have got highlighter on here, so this is not just the foundation and the illuminator. I have got Sun Dipped the Glow Kit by Anastasia on, so it is a strong highlight. Do I recommend this? Absolutely. If you like full coverage foundations, if you like a good coverage foundation that doesn't feel like you've got foundation on, definitely recommend this. It works for oily skin and dry skin. It is perfect for oily skin because it is so matte. For dry skin, you do have to moisturize really, really well. Ideally exfoliate your skin first and then moisturize, but you can wear it. So yeah, definitely recommend this. There's no flashback I like. There isn't any SPF. Yeah, there's no SPF in the ingredients, or it doesn't say on here anyway. But yeah, I definitely recommend this. The color selection is great. Has a really good yellow undertone for my skin. and I love it. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you do want a review on any other products, then do let me know. But thank you so much for watching. I will see you all next week. Bye.